All right, so up next, while I'm doing this, go ahead. Up next we have Anthony Prichard, and we were talking before we got started about how, like, you know, who here has like kids that are 17 and under? They're all on YouTube all the time. Like you ask them who Michael Jordan is or Oprah Winfrey or whoever, they have no clue, but they know who all their YouTube stars are, and that's what we're going to be talking about. And I'm not going to get this wrong. I'm going to get it wrong. Mastering the art of the 1 minute video is did I get it? All right.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And so YouTube specialist with elevated conversions, Anthony Prichard. Please give him a round of applause.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks very much. This is a talk that I've given 143 times now. I teach people how to show up on the first page of Google with a 1 minute YouTube video. And I'm going to go 3 feet wide and a mile deep. This is an actual demonstration of something you can do to make a big impact with video right away. It also has implications for paid advertising. But it's a way to get started in video, and it's a way for everybody in the company to start using video. So what's this? It's on your desk. I gave it to you. I went paperless by using the Facebook Messenger code. I don't know if you've used that yet, but it's a new way of communicating with people who have Facebook Messenger, and most people nowadays have the Facebook Messenger. So if you were to put this on your company truck, on the front door, near your front desk, those people who understand this will pick up on it and snap that code. The way you do it is that you open up the Facebook Messenger code, you press the camera button that's in the lower bottom of the screen, you hold your thumb on the phone and it'll pop up a circle that then you can snap this code with. So check that out, and it's got all my materials that you'll see here today, which you may want to use again yourself. So here it is. I'm going to do usually I do a live demonstration of me capturing the video. I don't have that much time, so I did this video yesterday, and it does show up on the first page of Google. I checked it this morning. We'll go over that case study in a minute. I give 3 presentations. The one you're getting is the first one, 90 minutes crammed down into 30 minutes. So if you want to see the full one or you want to see these other 2, I think they're great ways, for anyone in your company to start using video. But first you need to know why. Why is it important to double down on your video marketing investment? Well, because if you can get on the first page of Google, then it's definitely worth it. For your most profitable keyword especially. Next, you got to make that video look good. So we need to find some ways to increase the production value. Andrea is the master of increased production value, but there are some things we can do to get started to prove to ourselves that we are effective video communicators, video leaders, people that can disseminate messages to all people everywhere, because everybody has one of these in their front pocket. And then finally, after we have been able to prove that we can communicate effectively with video, how do we get that video in front of the right people? And I'm going to show you a cutout of my advertising campaign on the next slide. But first of all, this is a Venn diagram of the video production industry. And you can only have 2 out of the 3 in traditional video production. It can be good and fast, but it's not going to be cheap. And it can be fast and cheap, but it won't be good. And it can be good and cheap, but it won't be fast. We've all seen independent movies out there that take years and years to create. So here's some more statistics. Andrea showed you some of these as well. I think the most important one to me is that by 2019, internet video traffic will account for 80% of all consumer internet traffic. More and more people using this device right here to create video and to watch video, primarily. So here's a cutout of my AdWords campaign for a dentist. And I don't know if you can see this, but I've got 3 video campaigns and 1 Gmail ads campaign. which is the display marketing campaign. AdWords runs YouTube videos. And you can see on the top line, I've got basically the overview of the family dentistry in Littleton, Colorado video. Running $10 a day budget. We're getting 23,000 impressions. This is over the last 30 days. And a view rate of 67.22%. Does anybody know what that means? It's 6 or 7 out of 10 people that get impressed with that 5-second video watch it for 30 seconds or longer. And we're paying 2 cents a view. Now you can get 2 cents a view on Facebook, but not for 30-second views. Maybe for 3-second views, right? So how's that possible? Well, I'm going to show you coming up. But, you know, this is a remarketing campaign too, because after they've seen our overview video, they want to meet the staff. They want to get introduced. They want to build relationships with the people that are going to be opening up their mouth and diving in there that a lot of people have this fear of pain with. And dentists are great companies to market for. So this is a real slice of the effectiveness of video. You can see it right in front of you. The last one's the Gmail ads campaign. This is where you go to Gmail and you see those 2 bars at the top before you get to your actual inbox messages. These are getting clicked at 13%. So 1.5 out of every 10 people that see the ad are clicking it, and my video's coming up inside of their Gmail. They don't have to go anywhere else to watch it. And I'm only targeting a 4-mile radius around this dentist's office. So really effective marketing for under $1,000 a month, and you know, thousands of clicks are happening here. Great value for video advertising. Why video? Because it communicates fully 80% better than print, text, or audio messages because of body language. You can watch one of my videos and make a split-second decision, is that somebody I think I can work with or not? And that's what we want. It means something different if I turn my head and then turn my eyes, or if I turn my eyes and then turn my head. Body language is dynamic. You can tell if somebody's confident by the way they stand, their posture, their rhythm, their gait. It also uses all 3 types of learning: visual, audio, and kinesthetic. You're actually clicking on the video. Communication is emotion plus information. And Seth Godin said that communication is the transfer of emotion. He also said that companies who use this better than their competitors will thrive in the new year. So Google, how many people go to Google every day, right? We're conditioned to go to Google. These guys figured it out. They said if we give people what they want, they'll keep coming back. And we need to take a cue from these guys, because if we don't give our clients what they want, they'll go somewhere else. So what do we want? What do they want? What do we need to give them? Video. Video's traffic. It's universal university. It's now overtaken cable for the most watched views. But there's 4 reasons that you haven't personally made a video yet. Fear of equipment, fear of technology, fear of cost, and fear of judgment. Like, how much do you need to get started, basically? And where are you going to put it? Then how long are you going to spend to learn how to use that equipment? I mean, an audio engineering degree takes 3 years and basically teaches you how to turn the volume up and the volume down. And it's technical. It's not as easy as you might think. Then what kind of budget are you going to start with? And worst of all, judgment. What are people going to say? Albert Einstein said that any fool can make things bigger, more complex, and more violent. It takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction. So how do we keep it simple? Using these tools, Google Drive, being able to upload all your still images and your video files into the cloud so that you can access them and easily share them with people on your team. Then the tools to get started. If you are a guerrilla marketer like me, how can you prove it to yourself without spending a lot of money that you can do this. And then after you prove you can do it, well, then it's time to invest more money in some more expensive video editors. You've already got the equipment, it's free, and when it comes to judgment, you're not making a video for everybody. You're just making a video for one person, and that's your avatar. That person has the highest demand for what you do and the most amount of money. So if anybody else has anything to say about it, you don't care because you didn't make it for them. This is the new model of video production in corporate business that I believe is taking place. The CEO is the spokesperson of the company, and they have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure more people know about their company and to build a relationship with them personally, because people don't buy from buildings or logos, they buy from people. People buy from people. And that CEO also has a responsibility to infuse his company with the culture that he designs. So he's making videos for people that have never heard of his company and for people that work for him. And people that do work for him can start making videos and instantly promote themselves by automating their own process and what they do every day. If they're being paid $30 an hour and they can automate it with somebody in a third world country for $5 a day, they can do something that they want to do that has more responsibility, and they can automate onboarding. So here's some first page results. This is not going to be death by PowerPoint. I'm going to go ahead and jump onto the internet right now, and we're going to do a Google search for video advertising convention, see what comes up. All right, you see these first ones are ads. Companies paying hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars a day to go through this. And then, oh, what's that? What was that just came across the screen?
An actual video.
And what's different about that listing compared to the other text-based listings? It's got an image. How many words does a picture say? 1,000. And if a picture says 1,000 words, how many words does a video say? Because video is 10 times better than direct mail. Video advertising is all about placement, because even a Hollywood producer will say that a video is worthless unless it gets seen by lots of people. My name's Anthony Prichard, and I'm one of the speakers here at Pubcon Florida. You did not go to school for video production, but now it's painfully obvious that your business needs more information about producing videos. Hey, this is the epicenter for advertising ideas in Florida. And if your business development team needs more information on video, I invite you to join us. Not too bad, right? Well, you'll actually see the script that I wrote out. I took cue from Andrea here, and I did write out the script, so you'll get to see exactly that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's some more first page video results. Now you'll notice that most of these have geographic tags on them. And that's where you're going to want to start. You're going to put a geographic tag in every title. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you won't have to put a geographic tag next to it. And that's how this video that's titled Video Advertising Convention, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, still ranks for Video Advertising Convention. You saw that, right? When I typed that in. Okay, so the first thing, it's important that the title have search volume. Know that your video that you're investing in is going to have significant search volume before you make it. And you can use some of these tools to help you find out if there's going to be search volume. So here's my storyboard structure. This is really valuable. If you take anything from this presentation, this will help you make better videos. There's 5 sections to my video, and you'll see it, well, you already saw it in the video I created, the hook. You got to grab attention in 5 seconds. Next, brand placement. People do not trust you or your brand until they've seen it 5 to 7 times. So it's a great time to impress them with your brand right after the hook. You saw that with the Pubcon animated logo I threw up there. Next is the pain. Point out the pain, because people remember pain, and you're creating a common ground. This is the digital relationship you're building with them, something you have in common. And what I said was that in video advertising, it's all about placement, because a video is worthless, the pain, unless lots of people watch it. Second, I introduced myself. I didn't do that at the beginning of the video on purpose. It's not about me, it's about the viewer. And finally, a call to action. What should I do next? If I got value out of that video, I want to engage at a deeper level. What should I do next? I invited you to come here. So here's the actual script. Video's 10 times better. And I inserted those. I didn't take the clips in order. I took them out of order based on the convenience for me. It took me less time because I didn't have to take those clip recordings in order. I just took them based on where I was going to be walking throughout the city of Florida, or Fort Lauderdale. So here are those tools again to edit. That's the 3rd step. The 4th step is the description, and that's my uploading formula that I put on that card in front of you. That helps you get onto the first page of Google. If you show these Google spiders that your video is filled with extra resources and rich snippets, it's going to pick up on that, and it's going to throw you to the first page of Google. Finally, the meta tags, which is information about your information. Make sure you pump in the meta tags or the keywords that you want to show up for. Step 6 and 7, you've got the advanced settings tab. That's a big arrow just off to the right there. You want to fill that out like an SAT test. The more boxes you fill out, the better score you get. And if you choose Creative Commons, you will get more views, but you're giving away the ability to use that video. Anybody can reuse it. I don't care if they reuse it. It's just more exposure for me. So I indicate Creative Commons license. Finally, Canva, put a thumbnail on it so that it performs better in the right-hand suggested videos category. When you're watching a video, YouTube throws up suggested videos on the right-hand side. Videos that have a custom thumbnail always perform better, especially geographically, because YouTube sees that you live in that area, you're watching something about that area. It's highly likely to show up something in the suggested videos tab that has a geographical title on it. Okay, so you saw my live demo. Finally, what you've got in front of you is the most valuable thing on any website. Before somebody goes to buy something from your website, they have this risk and reward evaluation that goes on in their head. And 99% of businesses do not have a video testimonial on their website. But what happens when you ask somebody for a video testimonial? Have you ever done that? Their shoulders start to like creep up into their ear holes, and they're like, what do I say? And then you can just stab them with that card. And now they've got a formula for giving a great 1-minute testimonial. So what I want you to do now is find a partner and record a video testimonial of anything you'd like. It could be about this session, it could be about Pubcon, it could be about Fort Lauderdale in general. Okay, hear that? You feel that feeling right there? That's your resistance. That's one of the 4 fears that are showing up to getting on camera. But it's worthless, because the more you give, the more you get. If you understand how easy it is to give a video testimonial, then will it be easier for you to ask for one for your own company? Yes, it will. So I encourage you to do that. That's it.